what exactly is a PMF? Is there a number which has to be attached? Is it a gut feeling? If there is a number which we have to put on the PMF, or there is something which we have to put on a PMF, is it really good numbers available in the market to put on those numbers? Or is it something we just have to feel as a founder and just keep moving into that direction?
Yeah. I don't think there is an exact numeric value where you have product market fit. It is more of a feeling. And I can tell you product market fit, at least in the Web 2 space, feels like you are running or trying to catch up to demand. In crypto and Web 3, it's slightly different because the market hasn't really found, the core technology stack hasn't really found product market fit. I mean, we can probably together count on one hand the number of companies within the space that actually have product market fit, right? It's probably going to be like a Polygon, it's probably going to be like a Uniswap, market makers or AMMs, maybe like the big wallets, maybe like a MetaMask or something like that. So let me just start with my definition of product market fit. Product market fit is, there's a couple of core components. It's when first the right team is focusing on some version of like a high value pain point. It's in a growing market, so growing space. The product or the team has a unique advantage in their solution, and there is a specific target or user that has been identified. Okay, so there's a couple of components there, right? Let me just unpack these one by one. So I'll come to some version of of what I think product market fit looks like in crypto and Web3 right now. But first, you've got the right team. It is founder market fit, right? You have a unique insight into this particular market or this particular customer segment. You know the market pretty well. High value pain points. Okay. So most startups, Web 2 or Web 3, but especially in Web 3, most startups never find real problems to solve. They find generalities, they find annoyances. They don't actually find real problems that customers or users are willing to give some version of value, time, money, even if you're, aping into a particular token in exchange for. So I think as a founder, what you're really trying to hone in on is a high value pain point. The third component is in a growing market. So in crypto, aside from the handful of customers or a handful of products that exist in Web3 that I think we could say have product market fit, it's a pretty small market still. I think, the TAM is not very large depending on your market segment. So what you're looking for then, if you're building in a vertical within crypto or Web3, is you're looking for a fast growing market, and you want to get a sizable percentage of market share in a small but really fast growing market. So this market is compounding. Its CAGR, its compounding annual growth rate, is 2, 3, 4, 500%. So your market share or TAM base might be really small, but it's growing at a rapid pace. And so you're kind of you've got a massive tailwind behind you because this market is growing really fast. So I think back in the early days, DeFi was that. Then NFTs came about and NFTs became that. Go back and forth in a couple of different spaces or segments, markets within crypto and Web3 that are starting to grow at really high and fast CAGRs. But that's what you're looking for. So right team, high value pain point, right? Most founders find annoyances, not actual pains. Growing market, just touch on that, with a unique advantage. Okay, so your users have both, especially in crypto, they have Web 2 alternatives, and then they have alternatives within the space, right? So like in Spiron, a lot of your users might still be using Web 2 infra companies, right? So there's alternatives in the marketplace, both Web3 native alternatives, but also Web 2 alternatives. And so what you really need to do is once you've identified that pain point in a growing market, you really need to come up with a unique advantage in your solution. There is something that your product does that is, even if it's niche down in a particular wedge, it does that one thing really well relative to my alternatives or my options in the marketplace, right? So like if I join a community or a network and I'm issued like an NFT in terms of like membership, right? There are other ways that you could give people access to that particular, community that don't require me to go through the UX hassles of like using my token to unlock the private Discord community or, get access to the, whatever. But one of the things that NFTs do in terms of like membership, the unique advantage that they have, for example, is they are composable with other pieces of the Web3 stack, which means other communities now can use them in a permissionless way to create new value for members of your network or your community as an example. So that has a unique advantage in the solution. That's just an example. And then the last piece of product market fit is a specific target identified. And this is really important. I think a lot of founders, a lot of us, we go too broad. Like we think that we need to have scale. So in the world of startup building, sequence matters. You need leverage first, scale comes second, right? And so what you want is you want a high leverage solution because it will grow rapidly, and that leverage gives you a lot of momentum in a marketplace, which then leads to scale down the road. So that's my definition of product market fit.